Once upon a time, a Japanese animation television series was created, adapted from the Fullmetal Alchemist manga, and nobody ever imagined that one day this would become the popular series known as Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. But how did Fullmetal Alchemist become such a popular animated television series? And why did it become a television series? Is it true that Arakawa actually bought military prop guns for drawing references? Did he really interview World War II Japanese veterans for the Ishval War arc? And is it true that the military officers are named after military vehicles? Is there really no official photo of Arakawa? And lastly, is it true that most Japanese readers didn't know that Hiromu is actually female? Also, was the tragic story of Nina Tucker and her father and the dog based on real events? And who were the characters Edward and Alphonse really based on in real life? It's time for me to answer all these questions and more, since this is back at it again with another daily video to help you relax. So lay back and enjoy the ride. I hope this read helps you get you through your day, or even better, I hope this video helps you gently fall asleep. I can't wait to get started. This is the tale of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is the second anime television series based on Fullmetal Alchemist, the first being 2003's Fullmetal Alchemist. Unlike the previous adaptation, Brotherhood is an almost one-to-one adaptation directly following the original events of the manga. The series premiered in April 2009 on MBS TBS and ran weekly until airing its final episode in July 2010. The series was first licensed in North America by Funimation and was broadcast on Adult Swim nighttime programming block from February 2010 to September 2011. Funimation lost the rights to the series in March 2016, and the series was then transferred to Aniplex of America. Brothers Edward and Alphonse Elric are raised by their mother Trisha Elric in the remote village of Risimbul in the country of Mestris. Their father Hohenheim, a noted and very gifted alchemist, abandoned his family while the boys were still young, and while in Trisha's care, they began to show an affinity for alchemy. However, when Trisha died of a lingering illness, they were cared for by their best friend Winry Rockville and her grandmother Pinaku. The boys traveled the world to advance their alchemic training under Izumi Curtis. Upon returning home, the two decided to try to bring their mother back to life with alchemy. However, human transmutation is a taboo, as it is impossible to do so properly. In the failed transmutation that results, Al's body is completely obliterated, and Ed loses his left leg. In a last-ditch attempt to keep his brother alive, Ed sacrifices his right arm to bring Al's soul back, and houses it in a nearby suit of armor. After Edward receives auto-male prosthetics from Winry and Pinaku, the brothers decide to burn their childhood home down, symbolizing their determination and decision of no turning back, and head to the capital city to become government-sanctioned state alchemists. After passing the exam, Edward is dubbed the Fullmetal Alchemist by the state military, and the brothers begin their quest to regain their full bodies back, through the fabled Philosopher's Stone, under the direction of Colonel Roy Mustang. Along the way, they discover a deep government conspiracy to hide the true nature of the Philosopher's Stone that involves the homunculi, the alchemists of the neighboring nation of Tsing, the scarred man from the war-torn nation of Ishval, and their own father's past. In the 20th volume of the manga, creator Arakawa announced that a second Fullmetal Alchemist was being produced. Bones produced the new series with Yasuhiro Airi as director and Hiroshi Onogi as writer. The Japanese version of the series is called Hagane no Renkin Jutsushi Fullmetal Alchemist to differentiate it from the 2003 series. When the manga was reaching its ending, Airi announced the staff was already working in the final episodes on that ending and expressed shock at the series' conclusion. The series premiered on April 5, 2009 on MBS-TBS's Sunday 5:00 p.m. JST anime block. Voice actors Romy Park and Rii Kukimiya reprised their roles as Edward and Alphonse Elric respectively. Unlike the first anime, which had an original story, the second series follows the story of the manga. On March 20, 2009, it was announced that the English title of the series was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and that it would receive its English language premiere on Animax Asia, with Japanese audio and English subtitles at 8:30 p.m. on April 10, 2009. Aniplex started releasing the series on Blu-ray and DVD on August 26, 2009. The first release included 2 episodes and an OVA. 2 more OVAs were included in the 5th and 9th volumes alongside 4 episodes. Other volumes feature 4 episodes and no OVAs. 16 volumes were released, the last one on November 24, 2010. On April 3, 2009, Funimation announced it would stream English subtitled episodes 4 days after they aired in Japan. Madman Entertainment would also stream it within days of the episodes airing in Japan. Funimation suspended the release of new episodes for a few weeks because of an incident in which an episode of One Piece was uploaded before it had aired in Japan. However, the episodes were later made available on the Funimation website and on the official Funimation channel on YouTube. In September 2009, Funimation announced the cast for an English dub of the series. On February 13, 2010, the English dub of the series premiered on Adult Swim and ended on September 25, 2011. Funimation began releasing the episodes on Blu-ray and DVD on May 25, 2010. Each release contained 13 episodes. 5 volumes were released, the last one on August 2, 2011. In the United Kingdom, Manga Entertainment released the series in 5 DVD and Blu-ray volumes during 2010 and 2011, and later in a 2-part box set. Funimation lost the rights to the series in March 2016. In July 2016, it was announced that the series was transferred to Aniplex of America, and it would be streamed on Crunchyroll. Aniplex of America released the series on 2 Blu-ray disc box sets on November 20, 2018. In November 2019, Funimation relicensed the series for its streaming service. Madman Entertainment distributed the series in Australia. Meanwhile, the series debuted in Canada on Super Channel. Following the final episode of Brotherhood, a new film was announced. A teaser trailer began streaming in November 2010 on the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood official site, confirming that a movie entitled Fullmetal Alchemist: The Sacred Star of Milos would open throughout Japan in July 2011. It was directed by Kazuya Murata and scripted by Yoichi Shimpo. The film follows the Elric's attempts to capture a criminal in another country. Funimation licensed the film and released it in selected theaters in the United States in January 2012, and on DVD and Blu-ray on April 24, 2012. Brotherhood's music composer is Akira Senju. The first CD soundtrack from this anime was published on October 14, 2009. The second CD soundtrack from the anime was published on March 24, 2010. The third CD soundtrack became available on July 7, 2010. Fullmetal Alchemist Final Best, a compilation of opening and ending songs, was released on July 28, 2010. On June 29, 2011, the original soundtrack of Fullmetal Alchemist, The Sacred Star of Milos, Fullmetal Alchemist, Nakikai no Oka no Sainaru Hoshi, composed by Taro Iwashiro, was released. The respective opening and ending themes for the first 14 episodes are Again by Yui and Uso, literally Lie, by Sid. From episodes 15 to 26, the respective opening and ending themes are Hologram by Nico Touches the Walls and Let It Out by Miho Fukuhara. From episode 27 to 38, the respective opening and ending themes are Golden Time Lover by Sukima Switch and Tsunada T by Lil B. From episode 39 to 50, the respective opening and ending themes are Period by Chemistry and Shunkan Sentimental by Scandal. From episodes 51 to 62, the respective opening and ending themes are Rain by Sid and Ray of Light by Shoko Nakagawa. While episodes 63 and 64 do not use opening themes, they use Rain and Hologram respectively for the endings. The first 14 episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood received criticism from members of the Anime News Network staff, who said that repeating events from the first anime led to a lack of suspense. Mania Entertainment's Chris Beveridge said that the entertainment in these episodes lay in the differences in the characters' actions from the first series, and original content which focused on the emotional theme of the series. In another review, Beveridge praised the new fight scenes and said it was the extra drama which made these episodes solid. Chris Zimmerman from Comic Book Bin said the series turns around and establishes its own identity because of the inclusion of new characters and revelations not shown in the first series, increasing its depth. He said the animation was superior to that of the first anime. His comments focused on the characters' expressions and the execution of the fight scenes. Writing for the Los Angeles Times, Charles Solomon ranked Brotherhood the second best anime of 2010 on his top 10. Much praise was given to the climactic episodes for the way the action scenes and morals were conveyed. Many reviewers found them superior to the conclusion of the first Fullmetal Alchemist anime. Critics found the ending satisfying. Mark Thomas of the Fandom Post called it a virtually perfect ending to an outstanding series. Not a lot of readers know what Arakawa looks like. In fact, there is no known official photo of the mangaka. Although it came as no surprise in the US that Hiromu Arakawa is a female author, most Japanese readers didn't know that Hiromu is actually a female. Her real name is Hiromi, and Hiromu is actually the masculine. Arakawa chose a pen name so readers wouldn't dismiss her work, similar to how J.K. Rowling abbreviated the name for Harry Potter. The military personnel's last names are from military vehicles. Colonel Roy Mustang, for example, is named after North America's P-51 Mustang, a popular fighter bomber used in World War II and in the Korean War. Grumman's name is derived from Grumman E-2 Hawkeye carrier, which was part of the Grumman Company's line of planes issued for the U.S. military. Another example is Oliver's last name, Armstrong, which is from the British bomber plane Armstrong Whitworth Whitley that was used in World War II. Since Amestris is based on Germany in World War II, a majority of the firearms and tanks from that era are drawn into the novel. In fact, to ensure accuracy, Arakawa actually bought prop guns to use for drawing references. Riza Hawkeye used plenty of military-issued guns and carried a pair of FN Model 1910s. Arakawa's extensive research isn't solely based on alchemy, but also comes from real historical and current events. For the Ishval War, Arakawa read plenty of war books, watched documentaries, and interviewed World War II veterans for accuracy. And so ends the tale of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the popular Japanese animated series, which remains in the hearts of millions of fans across the world.